We got Triple H coming into the studio. Very busy day.
Triple H.
Hey, hold on. Fuck, Bill, what are you promoting? Because it's going to get really...
I'm in Count Basie Theater, Red Bank, New Jersey.
Tonight?
Yes, tonight.
All right, and Patrice has got the big Comedy Central special tomorrow night at 10. And now we got Triple H in studio.
What's up, man? How you doing? Look at you, all sharp.
You fucking don't age, brother.
I know, right?
A few years go by, we see Triple H, and he looks like the same fucking guy.
Get all kinds of work done.
Sitting here
looking healthy, sir.
Looking very healthy.
Work done, huh?
Yeah.
Very, very healthy, man.
Yeah.
What are you using on your skin, man?
Botox.
Looking nice and healthy, my friend.
And you got to dress like that in the morning? No sweats, nothing like we're doing? You got TV probably, right?
I do.
Yeah.
I have TV, and you guys you got to look for radio.
Yeah, I certainly do.
Yeah, you just.
I already spilled coffee on my shirt. I don't care.
Doesn't matter.
Coffee on my shirt.
All right, good.
It doesn't even matter.
You know, Patrice and Bill, two really, really funny guys.
Hello.
Yeah. Patrice O'Neill and Bill Burr.
How you doing?
How are you, sir?
Right.
He don't remember.
Yeah.
Patrice did a little time in the WWF.
He shouldn't remember. And if he doesn't, I love that he doesn't.
He was on your father-in-law's private jet a couple times.
But I was in the back.
Really? Who'd you work for? Christelle?
I was. They were hiring writers at the time.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, I don't even want to.
No, come on, talk about it, Patrice.
That's why I'm bringing it up, though.
That's what I'm going to do. You can see he's like, I don't know you, motherfucker. Like I want to say, hey, you were great in Blade 3, but like that's what we want to. But I was on the back. It was the most fun. People in this world. It was fun. It was like you were on the plane because at that time, all the. The Cocoa Bewares and the Brooklyn Brawlers.
Brooklyn Brawlers.
They have to take a cab to the next thing. It was Triple H.
Yeah,
and he was Triple H at the time too. He wasn't Hunter Hearst. He was Triple H at the time. Mm-hmm. It was the Undertaker was on the plane, and it was one more Biggie on the plane at the time. And then the family. So I sat in the back, and one of the guys who had been there for a couple of years was trying to get me to be like the butler, like one of the other writers. And I go, I don't give a fuck. And that's why I had to leave, because it was like you have to be very company.
Yeah, of course.
Stephanie fired me. She fired me 4 times in one. You're fired. No, I just said okay. I said I understand, and she said you're fired, man. I said, Stephanie, I know you got to fire me. I love you. You're fired. She said you're fired 4 times.
4 times.
And I said I understand. I fucking understand.
Why are you being hostile?
I understand.
We miss Stephanie Triple H. She used to do our show all the time.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, she misses being around it too. She actually was.
Tell her we said hi.
She wished she could have come in today. She said to say hi to you guys.
Yeah, well, her introduction into the public forum of WWF at the time was just amazing. It was probably the most fun time of wrestling. That was like the golden age when we were watching. Obviously, you still got plenty of people watching, but that time when she was in that boiler room locked up to the pipes and shit, and just trying to make it look like she's upset and crying. It was classic.
Was the whole test thing back in the day, that test push, the marriage thing, and the kidnapping in Vegas and all that? Were you and your wife, was y'all together then?
No, I didn't even know her. Yeah, and honestly, I wasn't even involved in that storyline, but we had a writer at the time, this guy Vince Russo. Vince was great at coming up with stuff and having no way to get out of it.
Oh, shit.
So he had come up with this concept that to bring Vince's daughter in and have her get involved in a relationship with one of the guys to do a marriage, because everybody loves weddings on TV. It was his rationale behind this. So he puts her in this relationship story with this guy Test, and comes time for the wedding the first time, and Vince is like, so what are we doing with this? And he's like,
yeah, where are we going?
I don't know. So they literally, this is how ridiculous our world is sometimes. They came up with a storyline where somebody threw a garbage can or something, hit Steph in the head. She got amnesia and didn't know who Test was. to buy us a few weeks so we could figure out what we were doing.
That is brilliant,
right? And now they've got this situation where eventually she's got to know who this guy is, the whole thing, and so they don't know what they want to do, and Vince Russo leaves the company.
Oh, shit.
In like the middle of the night, he just takes off and goes to work for the WCW at the time, where it was a competition. And I remember Vince being like, well, holy Christ, we're stuck in this storyline with this thing now with a guy with no clue how to get out of it, and now he leaves. And so
he probably knew he was leaving. He's like, you know how bad I fucked him?
Hey, he's having panic attacks.
He might have been wanting to leave before he had to tell Vince, I don't have a solution. So, but then I was in a storyline with Vince at the time, and just one day and sitting thinking about it was like, God, we should do something. That would be a perfect role. What would I do to get to him?
Right.
Marry his daughter, in real life too. And,
yeah, exactly.
And so that's how the story got switched to me. They really had no intentions of her ever doing a wedding on TV. It was going to get screwed up, but
right.
It was a really convoluted story,
hysterical.
and then our stuff ended up being huge,
So things do they still run like that, kind of, where you sometimes have a storyline where it's like, we have no clue with it?
Well, not really. Usually we try to have a generalized idea, but a lot of times, like even when we did the Steph wedding thing with me, right? So I pitched to Vince this idea about, I'll take her to drive-through to Vegas and, Mickey or drink or something she doesn't know, and I get married to her. The whole thing was just for me to get
slip
this.
her a roofie or something?
Yeah, exactly.
You did, though.
Yeah.
She was knocked out in the back of the car.
Yeah.
I remember that push, man.
Which you can't do anymore.
It's the limp hand with the ring and shit.
Yeah. And you can't do that on TV anymore.
You can't slip
unfortunately.
Yeah.
Only in the movies now you can do that.
Right.
9/11, no more roofies.
So, we just went down that road with the story, but it was just meant to be to get me into a situation in a match with Vince where I would get a title shot and the wedding would be annulled. That was it. It was our thing. It was like a quick thing. And man, when she went out on TV that next night and they were chanting slut.
Oh my God!
The crowd turned on her so heavily, and we were like, I remember sitting next to Vince at gorilla position. I didn't even know Steph. And she walked out and they started reacting. We both looked at each other like, oh my God, this is awesome. We got to run with this.
So is a pop is a pop, right? Like no matter whether it's a heel pop or bigger, it's like, has there ever been any reaction where it hurts your feelings? Like they said, damn, man, I didn't want to be an asshole. I was trying to be nice.
Now I'm an asshole.
I don't know. To me, in our business, it's just a reaction's a reaction, and I made majority of my name and money in the business getting booed out of arenas.
Sure.
But now it's this weird thing where you can't be a heel no more. It's impossible.
Yeah. Towards the end, when I was still a heel, I was working with Cena. And I was supposed to be the bad guy, and he was supposed to be the good guy, and I was getting, at least half the arena cheering for me.
Yeah.
And that was before they were really fully booing him, so,
Full on boo, yeah.
What's the most ridiculous storyline? Like when you were coming up.
That one wasn't good enough?
Huh? That wasn't good enough. I'm just saying, I just figured that was at like the most professional level. I'm just saying, you just break into wrestling. I mean, there's got to be like stand-up comedy, like open mic wrestling kind of.
Most ridiculous angle ever is one that I was involved in, unfortunately, and it still gets talked about to this day. It's called the Katie Vick incident. And it was this ludicrous story. Vince got in his head that he wanted characters to be more sympathetic. And, we have Kane, right, who's like this monster.
Yeah.
He decided that in Kane's backstory, Kane would have killed a girl by accident.
Sure, well, it can happen.
So Vince creates this ridiculous story, and this will get much better, trust me, where Kane has to go on TV in full monster regalia and tell the world that, like, I was young, I didn't know how to drive a stick very well, the roads were slippery, and the car got out of my control, and she died. It wasn't my fault. Unfortunately, I'm in a storyline with him. I was champion at the time, and we were wrestling over the title, and I'm in a storyline with him. So now Vince gets obsessed with us bringing up this dead girl to Kane, to the point where Hold on, you're about to go. You're about to really love it, to the point where he comes up with an idea where I am supposed to dress up like Kane and go to a funeral home and have sex with a corpse in a casket. So the whole way there now.
He pitch this shit?
The whole way, I'm like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. But so the whole way there, I'm trying to like convince him, Vince, we really got to make this funny. Like, this has to be very funny. Like, I'm really making a joke out of this. No, it needs to be dark, and it needs to.
No.
So, like,
we already got that with the necrophilia.
Yeah.
Might want to try to lighten it up now.
So I'm not even married at the time to Steph or anything like that. We literally go to a funeral home where we rent out one of the rooms. We have a casket with a dummy in it. I'm in Kane's mask and stuff.
Holy shit.
And he, you know, have the guy that is eventually going to be my father-in-law yelling at me to have sex louder with the dummy in the coffin. And while we're doing this, I'm in a skin-colored thong on top of a dummy in a coffin in a funeral home, and the guy from the funeral home, the mortician guy, opens up the door, sticks his head in, and he's like, "Could you guys keep it down? I got a funeral."
Oh, shit.
That's a ridiculous storyline, my friend.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Wow.
But Vince don't. From the 2 or 3 days I was there, I had enough to see. It was amazing. It's really like he doesn't pitch. Like, I don't know the hierarchy of the guys that like really get a lot of stick time and they get the stars. They could say, Vince, I ain't doing that shit. I don't know, but I know I saw one guy, Tiger Ali Singh. He had a turban and he was begging Vince. He said his whole family felt he was desecrating his.
He didn't want to wear the turban?
He didn't want to wear the turban, and he's like, please, you know.
You get out there with that turban on.
No, he didn't.
Get out of
No, it wasn't like Tiger was in his face. Tiger would ask somebody who would ask, and I was just, because the writers have complete access to everything. So I'm just looking, and he just goes, nope. He's going to wear the turban. And this guy is like, my family hates my guts, my religion, and I just go.
That'd be like, now put the bone through your nose.
I told you on the show, though, that he's there's only been 3 people in my life that I ever met that my dudes and anybody that my heart was beating. And I looked at him like, holy shit.
Powerful.
And he was one.
Me, Vince, who's the other guy?
It was Jordan. It's too bad. Jordan, Bird, and then Vince.
You met Bird.
Well, I used to work at Boston Garden.
Fucking A.
But he never talked. And all 3 of them never talked. You just
right,
felt.
Right.
Yeah,
you just felt that shit like that.
Vince does have an ominous presence.
But he listened. He was this thing that
whoa.
was amazing. He was the best listener I've ever seen in my life. He never, as you in his writing things, he never made you would suggest something that probably was ridiculous when you think about it, but he would never say that was stupid. He would always sit there.
Hey, he greenlit the coffin thing.
Yeah,
I was going to say, yeah.
Vince is a big believer in there's no dumb ideas, or he'll take a stupid idea and turn it into a good idea.
Yeah.
I mean, he's really big on that. And let me just say that I know that kid, and if he was saying he didn't want to go out in the turban because he was desecrating his family and all that stuff, he was so full of crap on every level. That I guarantee you, Vince was like, he's full of crap. He's trying to get something else out of it.
But I didn't tell a story. I didn't tell a story based on Vince was a fucked up guy. It was based on just the boss thing. You know what I'm saying?
Truly the boss.
It's just.
I always say it like this. To me, he's the general. Where everybody else that works for him, where the army and the lieutenants and all that stuff, he's the general. And eventually he goes charge up that hill and die, and you go, all right. And you do it.
Who were we talking to recently? We're trying to figure out what Vince does for fun. Because he works all the fucking time. What does he do when he's just not doing the wrestling thing that something he likes doing?
He works out.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean, he literally, he's 65 years old. He will work, like, he'll get to the office mid-morning sometime. He will work sometimes until 9 or 10 at night. And then he'll go downstairs and he'll train. And he'll train for a couple hours, and then he'll either finish his emails or he'll go home. He sleeps a few hours. He's one of those people that just doesn't sleep a lot. He'll, for weeks on end, he'll just get 3-4 hours of sleep or whatever, and then he'll crash for a day, and then he's back on track. And his work ethic is unbelievable. Like, just as an example, this week we came home from, we were in San Diego on Tuesday, and we came home. Now, sleeping on the plane is not an option. So, like, we flew home after the show. We got home at like 7 in the morning. He's back at the office at 10 o'clock.
Now, back at the office, but Sam, weren't you saying something about Vince? Was he out or? Yeah, Sam.
What happened?
What is
Sam?
Sam got
Well,
weird.
I just want to know.
Where you going?
No, he was he's back now because he was on TV, but for a while after the Nexus took him out, I'm sure he was hospitalized or something. You know,
right.
Even Triple H is embarrassed.
Yeah, he was in a coma.
Right. That's when he must have been when he was crashing.
Yeah.
He was wrestling.
Okay.
I know it's been here since a while since I've been here and stuff like that. But last time I was here, he was making out with homeless dudes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Has something happened to him since then? 'Cause he seems to have gotten dumbed down a little bit.
Yeah, he really has.
What do you mean?
I don't know. You really have dumbed down a bit.
We haven't even mentioned the chaperone yet.
I see him every now and then. He's like a lurker every now and then.
Every now and then. He's stalking you and everyone else.
Yeah.
He's at every appearance. Triple H, the chaperone.
Yeah.
What's the movie about?
It's right up your alley. It's a family movie.
Family movie.
Yeah. You guys ever watch that show, Modern Family?
Sure.
Ariel Winter plays the daughter in that show. She plays my daughter in this movie, and I play a guy that went to prison, gets out, and he's kind of lost contact with his wife and his kids and wants to get them back, but things don't work out so well. The daughter wants nothing to do with him, and he almost goes back to crime, and at the last second he changes his mind, ends up as a chaperone on his daughter's field trip, and the money from the bank robbery that he was about to be a part of ends up on the bus. And the bad guys are chasing them into New Orleans because they think it was a setup. So he's on.
So it's nice guy.
Yeah.
You're a nice guy.
It's a nice, wholesome movie. No, it's a good. It's one of those movies. I think if you've got a young teenage kid or a tween, you could take them to. They'll enjoy it, and you won't feel like I just absolutely wasted an hour and a half of my life.
You didn't have to put on a tutu or wings?
I did not have to put on a tutu
or wings.
But I guarantee there's a scene where someone gets punched and his feet go all the way up, and you see his feet in the camera, and he's straight up in the air. I guarantee he punches someone straight up in the air.
I don't believe that there's not a whole lot of fighting in this movie, but
really,
there is one scene where I do actually punch a guy, and he does go up in the air. But in all fairness, when we shot it, I shattered his nose.
Oh shit!
Oh, you fucked up? That's some Von Claude, John Claude Van Damme shit. You made a bad mistake.
A little too close on the tight shot, and I caught him right in the end of the nose, and
that was almost a slight case of murder there. That whole bone up in the nose thing there, my friend. You got big fists.
Good thing we got it on that tape.
Now, are you done?
No. I'll be back shortly. Just took some time off. I made 2 movies for the company, and then I tore my bicep. And ironically, I leave wrestling to make a movie, and I tear my bicep. But
yeah, right.
Well, it was an injury I'd had for a couple of years, just kept nagging, and then it finally just gave when I was making the movie. But I tore that, had some surgery and stuff, so I've been out for a little while. But I'm headed back.
We to this day talk about your injury where your leg muscle rolled up like a shit.
Oh god,
You ever hear this one?
I saw it.
We bring this up all the fucking time because we can't believe you
And
can't
he
go
just
back.
and he
muscle?
limped out. He just limped out.
He
of the
pulled the
ring.
muscle to the point that the thing rolled all the way up, right?
I tore it. I completely tore my quad off the bone at the knee, and it rolled up my thigh.
Can you imagine? How do you come back from that?
Live TV, and I finished the match.
Yeah, man.
That's unbelievable.
And them motherfuckers, this is why I always say the wrestling. I've been a wrestling fan my entire life. And I'm telling you, the greatest actors / stuntmen ever. Like, the shit they do, and they always got to go to, right after a match, they run to a doctor back there to have somebody push something back in, fix something.
But you know what
and also remember lines. Like, they're not fucking Shakespearean, but they remember fucking lines, and they remember it's a great
And the
thing,
choreography of
Jeff, an actor tore their quad. That movie is shut down for like 6 weeks.
Tom Cruise tears a quad.
You can't fake doing a monkey salt on top of a dude laying on a ladder. Like, there's nothing.
Right.
And you're 290 pounds and you're flying.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what makes
gravity's gravity.
What makes it even harder, and this is what people don't get about what we do, is then they watch you do that and they go, "Oh my God, how do these guys make it through that?" you got to do it tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah, do it. Now
You know
do
what
it
I mean?
again.
You're going to do it again.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's the fucking thing. People don't. This is there's a lot of differences between when I watched it. I tell you what they don't have anymore that I think they should have is jobbers. They don't. It's like, why every week do I watch you fight John Cena? Then there's a pay-per-view of him fighting John Cena. But before it would be Rudy Diamond.
Of the guys that come out in the tights and the wrestling.
I agree with
singlet.
we have this discussion all the time, and it really comes down to just ratings. It really comes down
Like
to
watching you
being,
beat the shit out of some nobody, just dragging him around, mushing his face.
Yeah.
Well, he's
Jose
got-
Estrada.
And then wait, and then
Johnny Rods. Remember
There you
those
go,
guys?
Johnny Rods.
punch him in the face, right? Get on top, 1, 2, and then pull him up, and the guy's limp, and he just to abuse him some more.
That's just despicable.
He does the
This is
finishing-
absolutely
He
despicable.
does the finishing move 7 times on the guy. It's just why?
they all look like that.
What's Sam?
Sam Roberts really taking a beating in that ring. Wow.
You know what the best one?
Maybe not as creepy.
Remember
but they-
SD Jones?
SD special
Was the best guy who lost every week.
greatest jobber that ever lived. But Kurt Hennig used to be a jobber. I remember when stars with jobbers and the WWF would go to WCW and become not jobbers. They become really good and then come back. And now they're fucking actually wrestlers.
Yeah.
But it was so many. I remember the fucking jobbers. That it was great, but they don't do it no more. So it's like, I gotta watch The Miz fight a real dude.
Everybody wants.
And then everybody gets to talk. There was only a few talkers. Now everybody's yapping.
I like when the
and
jobbers-
wrestling.
This is really bothering him.
Yes, because I'm a wrestling fan. It's like you earn talking.
The jobbers would come in, not say a word, but they would move around like they had a shot. They'd be like,
Yeah.
like
Very cocky.
stretching.
They were the only one there that didn't know they were about to take ass whooping.
Yeah. But they, for the first couple of minutes, they would win. They would be winning, like, oh my God, how's this job?
And then it would
put one
turn.
over? And then, it would turn. I love that.
Oh, never saw that coming.
Never saw that coming. Where's Shane? Like, what happened with Shane? He kind of
He
took
just
off
decided
on his own.
Yeah, he decided he wanted to go out and try to make his own way and do his own thing.
But we thought he had something. When he came in here, we're like, okay, you're leaving wrestling. What are you doing? And we thought he was going to announce some big, job.
Politics.
Something.
No, he's trying to do his own thing. He's got a couple of gigs going on. He's got like a company that represents athletes through Europe, and like he's got a bunch of golfers and stuff.
Oh, so he's
and then,
doing all right.
And then he's also he's creating a company that is going to in China. There's no pay-per-view distribution. And he's trying to become the platform in China to distribute pay-per-view. Which, that's one of those things, if it hits,
That'll be a few
it's
bucks.
huge. If it doesn't hit, the difficult thing about it is it's a communist country, right? So you have to be careful
it's
how you do
Chinese.
stuff.
You got to go over there and deal with them.
Right.
Yeah, eventually they can say, this is great. This is ours now. Thank you
Yeah,
very
thank
much
you.
for coming.
Take a hike.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he's going to Then he's going to be
And
knocking
muscle him right out of the country.
and he's going to be knocking on Vince's door. He's going to have to live.
So let's be honest, sir.
Oh, wow, we got to.
How awful is this idea? How much are y'all begging him to just come back and stop this nonsense?
No, I hope he's successful. I mean, he's trying hard, and I understand that trying to make your own way and make your own name.
His dad
and
has
stuff
to
like
leave
that.
WWE
Yeah.
to him. It's
Hey,
destiny, man.
Patrice, we have William H. Macy outside, and he only has a few minutes. So
damn
how
it.
are we going to do this? Triple, you want to stick around? What do you want to
Sure,
do?
I'll hang.
All right. You know William H. Macy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking to Patrice.
Yeah, get him in here.
William H.
There he
Macy.
is.
How are you,
doing,
sir?
Hello, sir.
All right.
We got a full house today.
Yeah, I know,
Triple
right?
H from
Very
the
busy today.
WWE. You got Patrice O'Neal, very funny comic. Bill Burr, very funny comic. Anthony,
God damn, how you
Opie.
doing? What a head of hair on you. Jesus. How about
Pleasure to meet you, sir.
Dressed just like the show.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's definitely. I would assume that is hair for the role. I would assume that's hair for the role.
For Shameless.
But that's good that you can grow a head of hair like that.
The ladies like it, I gotta say.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah, my wife.
You're like,
Damn, I can't grow hair like that.
That's the best part of being an actor. No matter how you look, you can say, no, it's just for a role.
yes, for
Right?
a role. That's good.
Yeah, the reason I'm so tested in the morning is for research.
It's research.
I was reading something. Obviously, your character on Shameless drinks. Yeah, drinks a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Now, you stopped drinking?
Volume.
Yeah, turn up his volume. Someone roadie that mic.
E-Rock, help him out. Help out William H. Macy.
Shouldn't have to do that himself. He's a big star.
Well, yeah, his character drinks a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes, I've been known to drink a bit myself. I'm taking a little bit of a break for it. It turns out I like drinking a whole lot.
Yeah. Yes. Like, because I was reading that you kind of stopped, and you're a Scotch man?
I do like Scotch.
You like a good Scotch?
You can tell by the color of my hair.
Yeah. It seems to do the follicles well.
Every once in a while, I think it's a good idea to... I've suddenly realized I have limited number of brain cells left, and perhaps I should marshal my forces in
just kind of
twilight of my...
Twilight. Well, you seem to be able to work. So it must not be out of control.
What was the first part?
Well, no, he's able to work. He has a great body of work. I mean, it's not like it's getting in the way.
Well, it's great to play a character that's lit up all the time. I mean, for the first time in my life, sometimes I'll hold the line so I can make more faces. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
It's a great thing. Frank, the guy I play, is a drinking alcoholic. He's an addict. He'll take anything. So every single scene is just... there's no wrong possible in that role.
Are you going to get up off the floor and act? Because I'm early in Shameless. The first couple episodes, you don't see William H.
No. Well, you see...
He's on the floor sleeping. And I'm like, what's his show? When is he going to start acting?
It's a contractual thing. I said I want to get a lot of rest in the pilot.
No, I bring that up because everyone says, no, it becomes, you're way...
Well, you'll
more
see
in it.
A lot more.
But I'm only 2 episodes in, and so far, the rest of the characters
went to Canada.
Yeah.
Dropped me off in Canada.
Yeah, the rest of the characters are holding their own, certainly, and William H. Macy shows up to sleep on the floor. That's so far what I've seen.
My entrance into the series.
Yes.
Is unconscious.
Yes.
Mumbling.
You've made the big time when you can sleep and get paid big dollars. That is the ticket right there.
Yeah, is that what made you sign on? You're like, all right, I get to sleep for the first 3 episodes. Totally chill.
We're just beating him up. He's a great actor, obviously. Shameless is based on a British show. I did not know this.
It's a great series, too. Same title.
Yeah.
And we've got some of the same people working on ours. The creator, I think Paul has been helping with us, and the guy that directed their pilot directed our pilot. Mm-hmm. It's at once the same and completely different. Right. It's an American version, and I believe, like The Office, it's a successful transfer.
Yeah. Are you glad it's not on a network, that you're able to really go the full distance? Because sometimes shows seem like they have so much potential, but they put them on a network, and it's like, come on, I want to hear realistic speech.
I want to hear some real language.
It's a double-edged sword. On one hand, on the networks, you make the serious money because they do so many more. But you're right. Having written for television a good bit, it's tough. You can have no language, no
drinking
no
for
sex,
the most part. Yeah.
Right.
I once wrote a thing where a 14-year-old girl was smoking a cigarette. They said, "You're joking, right?"
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
wouldn't even consider it.
Like it never happened.
Yeah, 14-year-olds.
There's something about just taking reality out of network television.
I know.
Which is
not only can
insulting.
people not smoke cigarettes, but if they do smoke cigarettes, they better die.
This Shameless, they're smart too. It opens up with William H. Macy's teenage. Is she a teenager? She's probably in her early 20s, I guess, running the household, just walking around trying to get everyone ready because he's irresponsible. He's drunk somewhere, and she's walking around the house in just a t-shirt, no bra, and I'm like, okay, I can handle this show.
Oh, she's
very
fine
smart.
looking. Emmy Rossum, she's the.
And then she's naked by the end of the first episode with the guy from the club having sex on the floor.
I should warn you already that you're going to see me naked.
I was going to bring that up. That's the one episode I saw. My girl was like, yeah, William H. Macy's in this. I love this guy.
Sorry.
And then I see your ass, and I was just like, Jesus Christ.
It beats working.
I thought it was bad enough in his boxers trying to get out that window.
Yeah.
Is this
in the hotel? That was great. Okay, all right.
We're trying to hold back. We're all huge Fargo fans.
Who isn't?
Huge Fargo.
Great line in
it
that.
1,000 times.
They say, Mr. Smith? They go, who?
Yeah. Who? Just a catastrophe of screw-ups on that character's part, which is just...
What a brilliant character.
It's like a despicable yet such a sympathetic character, and I think you've pulled that off so well over the years in a lot of the characters you played. Not that it's a typecasting or anything, but like the other one, what was the one?
Boogie
the Cooler.
Nights.
Boogie Nights was another prime example of just this poor son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
Well, it turns out if you can do that well, you can have 2 homes.
Yeah, apparently so. God bless you.
Yeah. Did he just nicely say I'm fucking rich?
Yeah.
Good guy. I like that.
Yeah,
I gotta practice doing shit like that.
I think that's what he said.
Yeah, you just say it in a matter-of-fact way.
I sympathize my way to 2 homes, my friend.
In the Cooler, you were able to take that whole kind of, loserish character, but that was a leading role for you. And it kind of... It turned around during that movie where you turned into more of a winner.
Well, are you a method actor, by the way? Are you like, when you working, are you like a drunk guy and I can't, like, when the guy says cut, you're not like, hey, so I like life? Or are you like still fucking...
Drunk guy?
Like, were you Fargo the whole time you was in Fargo?
No, I don't do that, and actors who do that are really boring to do.
Tell a joke or something.
I know, it's just acting. It's not. You don't have to.
I've never
Don't take yourself so
understood that.
seriously.
To me, I made a few movies here, and there's so much waiting around. You would be off camera more in that character than you would be on camera. I never understood that.
Fun. I can't have fun. I have to stay in this character. I'm a serial killer.
Yeah,
and it doesn't help.
It doesn't help in the end?
No, it's exhausting, and it doesn't help. It just annoys the crew.
They probably want a human being there to deal with.
And the most important fact is you can still have 2 homes without it.
See? So it seems to have worked. I got to ask you something we were all curious about in Boogie Nights, a line you said, whether it was a flub or not. She has an ass in her cock.
That's right.
Was that a flub?
I did take 1. I said it correctly. Take 2. Paul Anderson said, you said ass in her cock. I said, I did. I'm so sorry. Take 3, I did it right. Take 4, I did it again. He said, you did it again. I said, I didn't. I swear to you, I didn't. So it ended up in the film. There was some hidden truth in it, I guess.
Well, a cock is a pussy. Like it's a street lane.
Since when?
Right. Wait, who you been talking to?
I'm telling you, pimp talk. A cock is a twat.
As the official brother of the room,
yes,
he's telling.
I'm just telling you. That's
white
why
people
they
are
kept
going to
it.
pick up on this.
I think
in
it was
2
more
years.
like
That's a 2-year buffer period we got to go through as white people to pick up on black vernacular.
So William H. Macy was ahead of his time in that fucking movie.
No,
he's trying to help you out, William.
That would be something that character would have done. It's like screw up because
just so frustrated
angry.
in that moment that you're screwing up. I think that was probably more of the angle they were going for there, Patrice.
Were you ever afraid of, even though the characters, though they had similarities, were a lot different, were you ever afraid of becoming typecast as like, here's this guy, this poor sap kind of guy? Really?
Sure.
And
still am.
Did you? Are you really?
Well, yeah.
Because
if you do something well in Hollywood, they'll certainly ask you to do it again.
Do it again, right? Well, this role,
The Cooler is a good example. I turned that film down about 3 times. I thought, I got to call a moratorium on this loser character that I'm doing. But it was too good to turn down. That's why I like Frank Gallagher, the character I'm playing now. He's certainly a loser, but he's got a lot of power to him.
Yeah, it's not the pathetic being stepped on loser.
No,
that you usually play.
I realize we haven't even really explained Shameless. In your own words, what's the show about?
It's tough. I play Frank Gallagher, the addicted alcoholic parent of 6 kids. They make their way through the world as best they can. Hilarity ensues.
Trying to get guidance.
I'm on board. I'm going to watch.
You.
That sounds good.
I gotta say, it's great.
It really is a great show.
I don't like anything, and I particularly usually don't like the stuff I'm in. This is fantastic.
So was that your reaction when you first got offered the project? I mean, because I would think that you just have a stack of scripts outside your door every day.
I'm glad you think that.
No, that doesn't happen. Really?
Outside,
what level do you have to get to?
2 doors, Bill.
2 doors on both coasts.
Right.
I think there are about 4 actors in the world that have the choice of anything they want to do. I'm not one of them. I liked it immediately. I read the script by John Wells. It was a fantastic script. And then I saw the series, the British series, and I was sold.
Oh, wow.
Do you have trouble changing the character a little to adapt to you when you see a series that is being adapted from a British series? I would think it's kind of hard not to try to almost do an impression of the guy.
Well, I stopped watching. It was
you did?
It's good enough that I realized I better not watch it.
I do that with trailers now because movie trailers give away too much information.
Movie, yeah.
So if I have an on-demand movie and I'm like, I'm not sure if I want to see that, and I hit the trailer, I'm like, okay, good enough. I'm watching it. Like 2 seconds.
They show you all the way up to the resolution of the third act.
Yeah, I don't need to see that.
I don't know why they do that.
The best one ever was Speed 2, when they actually showed them getting off of the boat and running around the island. So it just killed the whole suspense of how are we going to stop the boat. It's like, well, obviously they stop it somehow.
They figured it out, right.
That was another thing with what was that Tom Hanks on the island movie there?
Castaway.
During the trailer, I mean, they show him back home and trying to get into with this relationship with his ex-girlfriend there. It was like, well,
they show the oil tanker picking him up.
No, he gets off the island, and the whole thing that he's going to kill himself or something,
not sure if he ever
or
gets off
live
the
there
island.
Forever.
Right.
It just trailers. They really have just destroyed movie watching.
And they don't destroy it, neighbor will.
Is there a Hollywood is there a Hollywood stigma to doing TV after you're doing movies your whole career? Do they look at you like I can't help it, but I look at Christian what's his name there?
Slater?
Oh,
Slater, like, uh-oh.
No.
Like you know what I'm saying, but is Hollywood look at it like, oh shit, William H is doing he's on Showtime.
Could be. Definitely there used to be, but in all honesty, I got to say right now, I think the best stuff being done anywhere is being done on television.
Yep. I got to agree with you.
I see the little indies that come out. Every once in a while there's one that's great. There's a film or two each year that comes out that's great, but the most challenging stuff, the best stuff, is on television.
And I think you're seeing a lot more actors with reputable careers going to, especially the cable outlets and things like that, and putting out some good stuff. You know,
totally.
Steve Buscemi.
He's fantastic,
going to his show, Boardwalk Empire.
Also, I really like to act. I like to do it a lot. And when you do a TV show, you get to act a lot. And as you were saying, when you do a feature, you get to sit around and wait a lot.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of working involved sometimes. Yeah.
Triple H has to go, but he doesn't know how to leave because all the mics are on and William H. Macy's talking. But we're here, you got to do TV
because I'm a huge fan for him, and I really enjoy your work. Yeah,
Thank you.
But unfortunately, I do have to go.
What show are you going to do?
Oh, I don't know. They get people up there tell me what.
Just telling you where to go.
Go in that room and talk.
Just give. I
get excited
Sam
to
your
come on
finishing
things like
move
this, and other than that, it's just a TV show.
Well, Triple H was, is promoting The Chaperone.
Yes,
it's in theaters today, right?
Yep, comes out today.
Very cool.
All right,
very cool.
Triple H.
All right, guys, thanks for the time.
Tell the guys we said hi.
I will.
We really
if they remember
those
us.
Guys. Yeah, right. Yeah.
I'll look forward to seeing you guys again.
Tell Vince thanks for that XFL game day gig.
We should bring you guys back, do some more stuff.
You really
fun,
should.
Yeah. That was 10 years ago already. Fuck.
Was it 10 years?
Yeah, just 10 years has passed for the XFL.
Wow. We might need the XFL again if they lock out, right?
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you, it felt like 10 years, that 2 months.
It was crazy time.
It was some wild times there.
Yeah, William, we've done some TV,
Yeah, a little bit.
TV
what are you going to do?
Back when
it wasn't cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys, thanks.
All right, we'll see you.
Take it easy, man.
Triple H,
God.
Good luck.
Yeah, and Shameless.
Showtime.
Yeah.
Another person on instant
Very
feedback going, look, William H. Macy isn't in the show, but he's telling us that he's going to be in the show a lot more. This guy's 2 episodes in.
Yeah.
Saying that Macy's just kind of laying around so far.
You'll see more of me than you want to.
I like the fact that you know what else is good about this time we're living in is on demand and being able to look at some of these shows on Showtime without having to be there and watch it live. I mean, it's a lot more convenient.
I know. Have you gone back and tried to watch television where you have to sit through the commercials?
Oh, God.
It's undoable.
It really is infuriating.
Yeah. They're louder. There's more television than there is programming.
Yeah. And then I like when the local spot jumps in and the sound is so bad because it's like some local car dedealership that they went to. And
I just love that they thought if they made it louder, that would like commercials were already annoying. Let's badger them with that. I've heard they actually do things now, because of TiVo, you don't get credit as far as like ratings. Like TiVo doesn't count because they know people fast forward, and they have this thing now where if you fast forward, these advertisers, they have like ways of like when you fast forward, they'll still have their product, so you still kind of see it on some level. It's really gotten to a psycho level.
That's why hey, Showtime, gotta love it.
Yeah, subscribe, pay for it, and you don't have to.
Yeah, because you're not dealing with commercials.
Yeah.
You get the whole show. It's not like you're getting 20 minutes of programming and 20 minutes of commercial. Hate that too.
I know. Our show's 55 minutes long. My wife's on a TV show, and hers is sometimes 42 minutes, is an hour.
Yeah.
Who's your wife?
Felicity Huffman. She's on Desperate Housewives.
Yeah,
of course. Delicious.
Delicious.
You said your wife was
Would you have got that without Shameless, you think?
I don't know.
I think Fargo got him that one.
Yeah, Fargo.
Fargo, baby.
You picked the wrong show.
Come on, we're all out of our leagues. We all know it. Just stop.
It doesn't hurt to be married.
That's great, man. Jesus Christ.
She's also on Sunday night, too. We just barely missed
really?
with each other. That's good that didn't happen.
Yeah, that would probably cause some...
that would be another show idea.
There you go.
Some friction.
Right.
And I guess no haircut in the future.
Well,
you gotta live with that.
I might do an indie. I got a couple of films. We're on our hiatus right now, so it remains to be seen whether I can keep.
I'm sure they can make a wig out of that, like
I don't know,
a fucking Shameless wig.
Oh, that looks pretty authentic.
He's keeping the hair, waiting to see if there's another season.
No, he said he's going to do a movie. He's not playing around.
He's keeping the hair for Shameless.
We're going to do another season. They haven't picked it up yet. But
It's
are
obvious.
you always acting? Do you take time off
acting right
or something?
now.
Yeah, much more than I wish.
Really?
Sure.
Yeah. Oh.
But Felicity Huffman being on a popular show, you could take some time off. There's nothing wrong with digging in her pockets.
Hey, that's true, man. Fall in love with a rich
Y'all
girl.
get divorced, she's gonna fucking get you bad. You might as well take her money now, save it, and give it back to her when she's after the divorce.
I live in California, man. It's our money.
Oh, that is true. Oh, brutal. Well, wouldn't wish that on anybody, believe me.
Yeah, Ant went through it.
I went through that
like
years ago, and oh boy,
he's been free for a little while now.
Took a while. Yeah, for many years.
He's been free for. No, I mean free from the check writing.
From having to write that check.
Yeah,
Hey,
free from the
can I-
check writing.
Can I ask a
rationalize it.
Fargo question,
Terrible.
sir?
Sure.
I'm a big fan of the Coen brothers. I love the Coen brothers. What is their process? Like, are they cool? Are they weird guys, or like is it a fun thing, or is it a really professional thing? You know, I don't. You know what I mean? Like, they cool?
Yes, and yes. They're weirdos. They are sort of film geeks. They've seen every film ever made. They are exquisitely prepared. They're very fun to be on the set with. It's about the best working experience you could have.
They're not mentioned when people talk about great filmmakers, man. I think they make fantastic. When people start talking, they'll talk Martin Scorsese's, they'll talk Spielberg. You don't hear the Coen brothers. You do to people who love movies, but you don't. I mean, I think they're under the radar still. The Coen brothers, and they make great films. Miller's Crossing is one of the best gangster movies ever made.
True Grit was fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well,
I think their place in history is assured.
Great. Patrice, no, not so much.
But I'm never going to get. I love them, and I need you to do me a favor, sir, is to let them know that I don't remember any black goddamn characters in the movie. That's all I need you to do is just say, sirs, Coen brothers. I remember.
Text them right now.
I remember Fargo. I remember Miller's Crossing. Every great little.
There's no black people in Fargo.
I'm saying it's just nothing.
I mean the city.
He means Fargo.
Just what I'm saying. Put one in.
Coen brothers are into realism, so they're going to do Fargo.
They put a Chinese guy in fucking Fargo.
There's Chinese food everywhere.
There's Chinese restaurants everywhere.
I got sushi in Nebraska.
It's hard to love the Coen brothers like I do, and there's just no black characters in there. They've never pushed one.
They're playing the percentage.
I mean, they fucking put over Javier Bardem, this foreign guy. They put him over. Just put one black character over. That's all I'm saying.
Patrice O'Neill.
No, I'm not even saying me. I don't know if I can pull it off, but they're great. But I'm saying it's hard to stay focused. That's all.
You ever see him get upset with each other on the set? Anything like that? It's got to be hard to work.
One's kind of
like
in charge though. Like it's never directed by them. It's like directed by one of them, and then the other one's like the writer or something.
Ethan writes more and Joel directs more, but they both do both. I mean, they're both
They're
on set
amazing,
now.
man. They're
sure.
damn amazing. And one of them's married to the star of Fargo,
Frances McDormand.
McDormand.
Yeah,
She's
right,
amazing.
yeah.
What a great incestuous business. I love
they
this
made
business.
movies before they got married, though.
They said it again?
They were making films together before.
Oh, Frances McDormand, right? But Fargo was her big one, though, right?
She won an Oscar.
Yeah.
What is your favorite role you ever did? Like, just like you go, man, you felt good after you did that one.
It's like naming your favorite child. You can't quite do that. But I did a little film called Happy Texas that I just adored. Nobody ever saw it, but I liked it. There's a Mammoth film called State and Maine. I had a great time in that. I did one of the Jurassic Parks. That was...
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, you did one of the... Oh, I'm sorry. Holy fuck balls. They were just running out of dinosaurs. How about we invent one with a fucking... that has a smiley face and a hat, and it's...
We're trying to make friends with this guy.
No, I'm saying he knows.
No, but maybe he doesn't.
Goddamn knows. What was your favorite, like,
I want to go back to Happy Texas, actually, because you said you liked that film. Why didn't anyone see it?
I don't know.
Is it a film that people should have saw?
Yeah, it's great. You can rent it. It's out.
But was it a marketing issue? Was the subject matter maybe not for the mainstream? Or?
No, I think a marketing issue. So, you can make a great film that no one wants to see.
Right.
I don't think anybody's ever seen a movie
by the
that had the word happy in it. I will say that I don't know if there's any...
Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore.
Come on, man. That's not fair. I mean, like, because happy in serious movies always turns into something very weird. Like,
But
Can you tell, by the way, when after you've made a movie, when you see the marketing, can you tell at this point going, oh, God, they're not marketing this right. This is going to tank. Can you tell? As you're sitting at home watching, if you're excited about a movie and you're watching the advertising and just the way they're marked, like, did you know as they were marketing Happy Texas, like they're doing this all wrong?
It took me a long time to get to this, but the people that do marketing do have a talent.
Right.
They're good at it. In the history of film, no director has ever said, I love the way they're releasing my film. It's just never happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone's... But, I've seen it where I thought the marketing people tried to sell it as something that it's not, and that never works.
Well, my point is that it's got to be frustrating for you. You know the movie Happy Texas is a really good film, and then you see other films that everyone's seen, and you know it's a piece of crap film. That's got to be just infuriating as an actor.
For a while, the independent film market was a viable market.
Right.
People would see it. But now that's... Because of the new technology, that's a mess.
We have to unfortunately wrap up, but Shameless, I gotta acknowledge Joan Cusack is in this film.
She's
Joan
amazing.
Cusack.
She's an amazing actress.
Is amazing.
She's still a cutie pie, too.
And I'm being reminded because my girl's way ahead in Shameless. I'm 2 episodes in, and she's all in. And there's a scene coming up with you and Joan Cusack.
Yeah.
And a very large dildo, sir.
Very large.
This is how I want to end the interview.
Oh, jeez.
And Showtime, by the way, is making a real big push, like, to challenge the dominance of this whole...
Well, they're doing great stuff.
But there's a scene coming up there, William.
Well, there's a couple of scenes. Wait till you see how this thing ends.
William H. Macy takes it in the poop shoot in fucking on Showtime, baby.
He's got an ass on their cock.
Yams it up the poopster.
But it's from Joan Cusack wearing the big dildo.
I know.
This is how crazy this show is.
I knew her when she was a young teen girl. I babysat her.
I saw you do an
man,
interview where you discussed that. That's right. Thanks for reminding me.
Wow.
Yeah,
What, Joan Cusack? You babysitted Joan Cusack?
Yeah.
And now she's giving it to you with a dildo.
That's right.
Cusack.
What's her name?
Q.
Cusack. You lucky I remember some of these white people's names. You lucky he's not William J. Macy, motherfucker. Give me a fucking break. I know who she is.
But used to babysit Joan Cusack.
Yeah.
Damn. Hollywood's a weird place.
Now she's yamming something up his keister.
That's right.
That's fucking hilarious.
And I'm hearing it's a very
That's hilarious.
I'm hearing it's a very large dildo.
That's something.
Oh God.
But this show, Shameless, I'm telling you, it's one of the best shows to come around in a long
Shameless.
time.
Sundays, 10 p.m. on Showtime.
On Showtime.
Goddamn, what can you say? William H. Macy, we've quoted you 1,000 times on and off the air.
Oh, good. Good.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
It's my deal, right? That That whole time, the anger with the ice scraper.
I was just going to say that.
One of the best emotional scenes without a word being spoken. Yeah. Starts out just, I got to scrape I'm not getting the fucking money. Like, it's just perfectly done.
It's a great film.
And he goes all the way through the anger to then just the way you swing it, the sadness.
You've heard it
brilliant.
1,000 times.
Absolutely brilliant.
I'm sure you've heard it 1,000 times. When you're sitting on that bench in front of the door answering your son about what's going on, and the dead father's in the trunk, and you're just like, okay, no, everything's fine.
I'm going to go to bed.
Yeah, I'm going to go to bed.
Just hope it all goes away.
The guy's trying to get the numbers off the burnt sienna, whatever thing, and he's just saying, okay. No, I can't read the numbers. Yeah, all right, okay.
I'll fax him. No, I mean message him.
Holy shit, is it amazing.
It's great writing.
I can't imagine. Not great writing.
There's not a weak character in that movie, man.
That's not like improvising any of that's.
No, not.
I couldn't imagine anyone else playing that, though. It's
phenomenal.
You do such a great job that character just comes right off the screen at you. You do such a perfect job playing that.
I feel like it's a comedy
motherfucker.
Too.
Is there a story, sir, of how you got that movie? Is there isn't it either somebody turned it down, you got it, or you fought really hard to get it, or?
I fought hard. I was a workaday actor. I went in to read for a smaller role, and they said, do you want to read Jerry? And I said, yeah. So I went out into the other room, worked on it. They said, that's real good. You want to come in tomorrow? And I said, yeah. So I was up all night. Every actor I know was at my house running the lines with me. I went in the next day, and I read again. And because I knew not only was it a great script and it was the Coen brothers, but it was my role. I mean, I could just see. It was written for a portly, bald guy.
Really?
So it didn't work that way, but I knew it was mine.
You were such a great, and then they went to New York. Salesman.
Did you feel when after you did the audition, did you walk out going, I nailed that, I got that?
I did nail it, and then I found out that they were in New York auditioning, so I got my skinny Lutheran ass on an airplane and it's not an apocryphal story. I walked in and I said, I'm scared you're going to screw this up by giving the role to somebody else. I read again.
Wow.
And I said, I'll shoot your dog if you give this role. Because Ethan has a dog. Yeah.
Isn't that amazing? Like, you still, I
read it. It was it was bigger than the average, you read and got it. It was like they had somebody else and he just would not let him go.
Yeah, we got to go. Just one more quick thing. Was there ever any story that you even heard from the Coen brothers as to why the character needed that money?
No. Never.
Okay, so that was never resolved.
And it's not important. I've always felt everything you need is on the table. Backstory has never helped.
I think the character itself, you realize he must have screwed something up.
Sure.
And needed the money.
When was the last time you saw the movie? We could put it on tomorrow and enjoy it again easily.
A
couple of years.
I'll be perfectly honest. I was watching it last night.
Yeah, really.
It's got insane rewatchability. It really does.
And I'm telling you, I mean, Shameless is a great show. I'm telling you, Sundays at 10 on Showtime.
I haven't had this much fun in a long time.
It's a great show. Great. The characters and the situations, it's unbelievable.
Let's get him out of here before we get in trouble.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, boys.
Yeah, thank you.
And you got to say it, though. You got to say it as he leaves.
Oh, yeah.
He's fleeing the interview.
He's fleeing interview. Yes. He's fleeing interview.
Why don't you go talk to old Bill Deal?
He's fleeing interview.
And a story.
The great William H. Macy, Showtime, 10 o'clock Sunday nights. Shameless. Gonna get a quick picture and we'll...
Some smells good as shit.
Egg whites, brother.
Is it? That's egg whites?
But it's on
everything.
Everything bagel.
And you got to do a little Swiss cheese to make it go down a little better.
I was wondering why that shit smelled good as a... Damn. William H. Macy.
I got to tell you,
cool.
I saw him... Fuck, I'm sorry I got a mouthful of folks.
And the great Triple H.
I saw William H. Macy doing some TV. And we knew we were going to have him. And I told Ann, I'm like, man, this guy's going to be a fucking dick. Unfortunately, because we all love him. Because on TV, he came across like he didn't want to be there. Now I understand because I think he didn't want to be there because he doesn't want to do those crappy little... I'm not going to mention the show.
Yeah.
He had a great time here.
Yeah.
Totally different when I saw him being interviewed on TV.
Well, he's an edgy guy, though. He's like...
You could tell.
He goes to the nasty show in in Montreal, and he's just a you know.
What's the alcohol thing about with him that you hit him with? I wish we got into that more.
He likes to drink,
and he openly admits it, right?
Yeah. He likes.
When you asked him, I'm like, whoa, this could go bad. But
I totally related that too.
No,
that's exactly like me. I'm not an alcoholic, but I fucking love drinking.
Drinking's great.
And my big head already just becomes bloated. I haven't drank since October. I just had to lay off.
Wow, really? Just take a little break.
Dude, it's so easy to become an alcoholic in this business. I don't have to go to work till like 8 at night. So is basically a Saturday. It's never.
You can just sit around in your pajamas drinking. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Oh, I'm hung. I drank too much. Oh, I'll sleep till 2.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Sleep right through the hangover. It's gone.
But he openly admits that he likes the scotch, huh? The hard stuff.
How do you not?
Yeah, drink some
That
scotch.
means he likes to get drunk.
He's got a scotch face.
When you drink certain things, like if you drink a Kahlua and milk, it's like you like to drink. But if you're drinking like straight whiskey, that's like you like to get drunk.
No, it's more of a educated drinker, where you're cutting out all the bullshit. There's no umbrella. There's no mixer.
Right.
You're getting right to this stuff. You put one ice cube in the middle of it. You actually want to taste the burn.
But is that okay?
Yes.
All right. So that's enjoyable. I mean, like
yeah.
All right, fair enough.
It's like everything in moderation. But the thing is, the funny thing about scotch is the first time you drink it, it tastes like you're drinking out of an ashtray. It's the worst goddamn thing you ever had.
Horrid.
But after like 6 weeks of drinking it, you'll find yourself alone drinking one and going like, and just feeling your whole body relax, and that's a frightening moment. I've lived that.
Out of the 14 people that I gave the gift you gave me, I opened on the Louis the 13th. The Louis the 13th. I opened on Thanksgiving.
Oh, you did.
Probably 4 people like enjoyed it in the manner it should be enjoyed.
Appreciate it.
You got a shot left for me, by the way?
I have this much left. I held that shit like a baby. Like everybody had their glass, even people who didn't. I had to have one just to have one.
What did it taste like?
I don't know. But I drank it down, and I said that fucking $1,700 liquor is down the system.
Long time ago, a comedy club gave me and Anna Louis the 13th bottle of bourbon. Cognac, thank you.
And how much is that a bottle?
It's 100, and depending on the restaurant, it's easily $100 a shot. Sometimes a bit higher than that, even.
If you go to a liquor store, you can get it for like $80 a bottle.
No,
like Johnny Walker Blue.
It's like $1,800. It's cheap. It's cheap. $1,800.
It's like $1,800.
Oh, okay.
The empty crystal bottle that comes in, you could get a few $100 for
like
easy.
5 or 6.
I had this thing laying around forever. I'm like, I'm never going to enjoy this, so I gave it to Patrice one day, whatever. But I always wondered what it tasted.
I held it like a baby, but then I opened it I opened it with a little wax thing. I read the whole history, kept the box.
Yeah.
I was actually nervous having it because when I first got it, it was all your back and forth, like your teetering whether he was going to open it or not. It was all his fingerprints on it, like going, "Let me open it today."
I think you could clone me with that bottle.
So
Is this a special enough event? No, something better is going to happen in my life.
You know what? I should have fucking polished that before he gave it to you. He's right. There's got to be 100 of my fingerprints.
But I was wiping it, and I was like, "Holy, this is making me nervous." I had it put up, but I opened it. I said, "Fuck it, I'm opening it for Thanksgiving." Everybody got a little shot, and about 3 people, buddy of mine. I don't know if my mother even could. My mother's a wine drinker, and then the rest. It was like 3 people, and then one other guy
said, "Holy shit!"
Was a Honduras guy, a guy from Honduras who fixes my walls and shit. He's a big time cognac drinker. And he's like, holy shit. In his paint pants. And he had a smile on his face like somebody that enjoys good cigars, you know what I'm saying? So it was pretty.
That's why I had to pass it on. I know I wouldn't have.
But I don't know if it's smooth. I tried to drink, but beer is just ridiculous to me. It's like I see how much people love it.
Yeah.
I try to drink it. It's not enjoyable. It doesn't go down
beer.
Wonderfully.
Love it.
Guinness is a tasty thing.
Adult soda.
Look, if I had to choose
Guinness is like an adult shake.
Guinness,
right? See,
that's what it
anything
is.
I'm gonna say, that's a great
malted
drink.
milk for a tremendous.
Like, giving me the finger, faggot. You drink. What's the other one I'll fuck with?
Natural Light.
What's the line?
Corona.
But okay, can I say a beer that I enjoy? If I ever Coors Extra Gold. I'm sorry.
Really?
I'm
Coors
sorry.
Extra Gold?
It tastes
No, but
good.
this is the thing, though. You're allowed.
It tastes good.
I like Bud Light.
But you're allowed your teenage beer. Like the first beer I ever got like hammered on was Michelob Light, and to this day, anytime I have one, it takes me back to Faneuil Hall in Boston, sitting in the parking lot getting hammered for the first time, and I was like 17. So I hate Mick Ultra because everybody carries that now, and you don't have a Mick Light. You have to go to like the middle of, I don't know.
It's hard to find.
Yeah.
I used to like Michelob too growing up. I don't know why, but I guess that was
just regular Michelob used to be good. That was like your classy friend would bring that by the house, a 6-pack. Because in suburbia,
how about Dos Equis?
Nah, Mexican
greatest beer ads in a long time, I'm not really into that.
Not really into that. Fan, when I was growing up out there in Long Island in suburbia, you'd invite your friends over the house, and they'd bring their own beer, their own little 6-pack, and you'd see what a buddy would come up the stairs and he'd have his Millers. And he'd be like, you faggot, what do you drink Miller for? I got my Bud. And then another guy would come in with his Michelobs. And, you were all known for your beers.
Oh, Michelob.
Some cheap fuck would bring Meisterbrow and put it in the fridge and try to take, a Michelob. And you're like, fuck you, drink your shitty fucking beer. I'm not touching that.
So what's the top beer now?
I don't know.
Bud's got to be up there.
But something? Your standard fucking issue Budweiser is just
really Bud is so easy.
No, but you're talking like a numbers thing. This is almost like stand-up comedians. Just because someone's selling out the spectrum.
Yeah, because Sam Adams.
Okay, so what's a beer that people go? Okay, thank you for bringing this. You brought it to a place where everybody's drinking beer.
Heineken or above.
Still Heineken.
I would say.
Yeah. Heineken, and then there's specialty beers now
Sam
that
Adams.
you bring them. It's like Sam Adams.
Dude, Sam Adams, the amount of people that they've probably knocked off the wagon, the way they sit there with those hops in their hands and stuff their face, and those awesome beer glasses. Yeah. I just sit there going, you motherfuckers, I'm trying to go 100 days here.
When
Stop with these commercials.
Jim Cook's in Germany, rubbing hops in his hands and smelling it. And it's like, that must be delicious.
And is this still some boutique thing, or they're big time now?
They're not a boutique thing anymore, but they have a pretty small market share compared to Budweiser. But they're pretty big. I think they're doing just fine. I just don't
get if you drink and then have to go. It just seems like it's not an enjoyable thing. Apple juice is enjoyable.
But that's like a rookie thing.
Beer.
That's like a rookie. After a while, you get used to that burn, and you can actually start to taste the flavors. And I'm telling you, that's when you start having a problem. It's like that Scotch thing. I'm telling you, it tastes like I just drank a liquid cigar, and then then it was 6 months later or whatever, I was drinking, and it was just it was starting to take the edge off.
Yeah,
I was starting to feel like Lou Grant. Remember that? When he used to have that bottle on the bottom of the jar. How acceptable drinking was. That was a goddamn sitcom.
Yeah, and he would pull that bottle
relax, have a shot, and just would take out a bottle of whatever.
Honey, make me a double.
I'm scared.
Get home from work.
I'm scared for Burr, man. I think you're going to drink tonight if we keep talking like this.
No, I've gone a long enough time. I'm not into weed. My girl gave me one of those pot cookies. Weed is basically illegal. It's basically legal.
Yeah.
In LA, she gave me one of those pot cookies. I just don't like. I feel like it's compressing my brain. I just don't like it.
I wasn't a weed guy.
Is there something that liquor when you have liquor? I'm not a liquor drinker, so it's so let's say a really hard liquor.
Yeah.
With something some kind of food, you finish eating, and then it's this just
brings it together.
Like milk and a piece of cake, you go, mother.
I'll tell you one thing.
Steak.
If I have a steak or something,
and a nice red wine,
a Shiraz, a fucking nice red Australian Shiraz wine.
But not hard liquor.
No, that's
you got to go wine with.
But I'm saying
steak.
hard liquor.
Hard
is there
liquor?
something that hard liquor is enjoyable? I just can't believe hard liquor.
Captain and Coke. That's sweet. Tastes like candy.
No, I'm telling you, the more you drink, the less you put in it. And it's like vodka, all I want is a lime and the smallest ice cube ever. I want Belvedere. Yeah, no, I like.
But that doesn't sound enjoyable, Bill. It sounds.
Patrice, you're missing. You know what? It's good that you
I'm with
don't.
Patrice. I need the mixer.
This is the
It
thing.
sounds like something you do. People who enjoy cigarettes, you go, I get it. I do get it. But I'm saying it's.
I'll equate it to stand-up. If you like stuff in your alcohol, That's like people who like a comic with like a catchphrase. You know what I mean? And like just drinking the alcohol, that's when you just like the real deal, the dude who can just stand there and tell jokes and fucking kill.
It's the Richard Pryor of drinking?
As far as like drinking.
It's a George Carlin?
Yeah, that's like the real deal. And if you have like the umbrella, that's more like the Carrot Top going down that road.
I was gonna say like the mixers in a drink are like the props for a prop comic.
And not only that's the thing that gives you the big hangovers when you have all that extra sugar and all that shit in there.
It's obvious we're heading this way, but let's set it up officially. This is a little dangerous, though. I'm going to name a comic, and you give me their drink.
Holy shit.
You went Richard Pryor's pretty much straight up, right?
I know Sinatra's drink was, I think it was whiskey with one ice cube.
Like, how about we'll go with a like a Gallagher. We'll go easy.
Gallagher's a slow gin fizz.
Is Gallagher like a slow gin fizz?
It's just all mixed.
I never met him.
To be fair to him.
No, just taking their comedy.
Okay, taking their comedy.
If Richard Pryor is like straight up like vodka, whiskey, whatever.
I got to be a Shirley Temple with the red hair.
A little Shirley Temple for Gallagher?
No, for me, I'm saying.
Gallagher, if you watch him, his old school Gallagher did some goofy shit. But he was trying to say some
political.
So I would say he has something in the drink to sweeten it up, but it's not a girly drink.
Some booze.
Cranberry and vodka, I would say he's a cranberry and vodka.
Gallagher never showed his audience that he's as intense as he is and as intelligent.
No, he tried, though. Watch his specials.
We broke him down on the show, if you remember, Patrice.
Well,
I think he's mad at us, by the way.
Is he?
Well, because he's a fucking racist.
And he said he's mad at us because he said we made everyone think he's a racist.
Dude, I got 5 stories about him.
Do you? Oh boy,
dude!
This is why this show is awesome. We went from Michelob to Gallagher's a racist in like 8 minutes.
And
all right, let's hear these.
I say alleged because I don't want to get sued, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, I've
heard some fucking shit.
He's gonna hit you with that hammer
with my teeth on the sidewalk.
Or give me another comic that maybe, and then we could make a drink up for him. I don't know where we want to go with this.
I kind of like.
We all know too many people. Maybe we should back out.
Everybody's too.
Should we back out on this one?
Too friendly.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
With each other.
You're right.
Yeah, let's insult their acts. That's amazing that you lit up on that one. Oh, there's a good angle.
I'm trying to burn less bridges myself. So
yeah, I mean, but you know it's super simple.
I'm off the bridge.
Because you have some that come on, like, dude,
I know the ones I want to say, and I know what the drink would be.
I mean, And Gallagher was a very safe,
Yeah.
Well, I went obvious, but then we were going to start getting into
and I got guys out going boom, boom, but it's like, what are you going to do? And there's people probably listening. There might be a lot of comics listening to the show.
Can we talk in code and just talk about the drink?
Or just hold up the name?
Right. Oh, yeah, that's watermelon-flavored vodka right there.
That's a faggot and rocks. Faggot on the rocks in a dirty glass, that piece of shit.
That's a fuzzy navel if I ever saw one, motherfucker. Fuzzy navel shit.
It's too much, man.
I looked at you. You looked,
It's just because you can just go on and on.
Hey, dogs are biting people. We could talk about that. We talked about it during the break.
I love that Chihuahuas are finally. Yeah, they're finally getting exposed.
Some brutal pieces of shit.
Those little bug-eyed psychos.
They got the top 5 nasty dogs, I guess, because they're nipping and biting. And the Chihuahua makes it that piece of shit dog. I hate Chihuahuas.
Dude, it's the owners.
I hate Chihuahuas.
Dude, this is the thing, like...
I would pet a pit bull before I pet a fucking Chihuahua.
Really?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
I wouldn't. And I own a pit bull. I wouldn't. Dude, they just give people dogs down the shelter with no training whatsoever, like they did with me.
I love your dog rant.
Dude, I'm telling you. No, I had to take it to this dude who used to work with the dog whisperer. The shit that I learned. I've been doing this bit in my act, like even when I used to roughhouse with the dog, when you get the energy all amped up, you got to bring it back down again. And I didn't realize that. I'd roughhouse with it and then go take it outside. And my joke in my act is I'm walking outside totally relaxed, but the dog is like walking through the tunnel at the Rose Bowl, like, this is what we play for. And I have no idea. And I take this thing down. Dude, this thing almost ate a landscaper. And I had no idea how to handle it on the leash. Dude, this is 6 months, dude. 6 months of my life I spent working with this dog trainer. Now my dog is totally cool. Totally, like, really? I didn't even realize, like, they pick up on your vibe. You just check it out. If you're laying down on the couch chilling, they're laying down. But if you're driving down the street going, "Oh, this motherfucker cut me off," the dog's in the back. Yeah, fuck that dude. Like he starts getting like.
Ever get one of those dogs?
Yeah,
I understand.
No, I'm telling you.
I understand on a much smaller level with my son. If I amp him up too much when I want to go to bed, I'm gonna fucking pay for that.
Yeah.
So you realize, don't fucking amp him up if you want to go to sleep and the baby's
you got to wear him out so they
wear
go
him
to
out
sleep.
a little bit.
Yeah, it's
so,
sort of
but with you with the pit bull, you're fucking ramping him up and thinking he's just gonna be calm when you leave the house.
Dude, it's the best goddamn dog. Like the level with which I love this dog. It's ridiculous.
What is it again? A blue
blue nose. That's the color.
Blue nose, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's gorgeous.
Well, that's the number one dog that bites people. 815 bites in the New York area.
815, huh?
But
Dude, it's not only the owners not know, people don't know. They don't know how to approach dogs. I had a dog, this dude comes up to my dog one time. He starts snapping his finger, like right in her face. Is she friendly? Starts snapping. It's like, dude,
that's smart.
Yeah, it's like, dude, what would you do if someone was doing that to you, right in your face?
Yeah, you would hit the hand
So the
away,
dog
right?
freaks out, and he looks at me like, oh, pit bulls. It's like, no, you.
Right. Yeah.
I sound like one of those psychos defending pit bulls. I know they're maniacs. I realize it.
Well, they're crazy dogs.
They're dangerous. Like I said, they just look. And I love dogs, but I can't bring myself to. And like I said, because I'm nervous. You know, I can't. I do the whole stick my hand out to smell, but I'm really.
You know what dog I'm you know what dog I'm petrified of?
They look like sharks.
You don't see them a lot. German Shepherds is my number one.
What the fuck happens to dogs where we don't see them anymore?
German Shepherds you just don't see anymore.
Doberman Pinschers, where the fuck did they go?
I gotta tell you,
when I was growing up, I saw a lot
of
of German Shepherds. Not
somebody on my block has a Doberman Pinscher. Okay, that is the original hellhound.
Yep.
Like if you go to hell, those are the two dogs outside the gates.
Yeah.
Like this thing is.
But every movie they always had to have two of them. Why?
I don't
because
know.
they're just this shit. Dude, there's somebody on my block has one of those, and it dwarfs my dog. It looks like a pony. It's that big, but shredded. And it's got that shiny coat.
But you used to see him a lot with that cut-off tail and cut-off ears.
People used to get them, and German Shepherds also.
But now, here's what they're doing a lot now.
Collies.
There's no such thing as a mutt anymore. It's a mix. And they sell them for the same price as a fucking.
And you used to get a nice mutt for nothing.
Mutts were mutts, but now they have it's a German Shepherd Poodle mix, and they call it a fucking name.
Here you go. Name the dog that you didn't see growing up. You see a lot now. I got one.
I didn't see all of them except for I saw German Shepherd, but I've never seen
That's
Rottweilers.
so funny. There was like 5 breeds when we were kids. There was like a Dalmatian. A Basset Hound.
Triple H doing TV. Holy shit. That always makes us feel good when we do our dumb radio show and then we see the guy on TV.
And now he
got him first.
And he's being asked all these like, golly gee,
we were just cursing.
Right.
Well, the movie is very cute, nice movie. And then William H. Macy sits next to him and he can't talk.
Dude, I got to be honest with you. I love doing those morning.
Do you?
This morning because there's no pressure because you know it's not going to sell one ticket.
Softball questions. It's not going to sell anything.
No, it's all soccer moms. So what I do is I always go on there and I say something fucked up because I want to catch like the 5 people who would actually come and see me.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah.
Like that's the approach because I used to actually try to soften it up to try to get these soccer moms to come and see me. Yeah, they don't. They got kids. They're not coming up.
Well,
Triple H got a lot of from shoulder up. It's just a lot of shoulder. It's a lot of him.
He's like
from shoulder up. There's a lot of him, man.
Pit bull.
He is. He does. He has a pit bull head.
Yeah.
Like he was made for contact sport. That guy.
Name your next comedy special from shoulder up.
Shoulder up.
He is.
By the way, we haven't said it in a while. Fucking Patrice, I'm telling you, I went to the taping and Anthony has seen it already. This fucking Patrice special is really good, and we really want to get the people watching tomorrow night.
Elephant in the Room.
10 o'clock tomorrow night on Comedy Central, Patrice's stand-up special. I'm telling you, we're hoping this brings big things for Patrice. So
of course.
Make sure you check it out. Make sure you tweet about it before. Let's get everyone watching. What dog, though, growing up?
That you see now and you didn't see a lot, you're saying?
It might be a New York thing, but
collies. You never see collies anymore.
I didn't see Rottweilers growing up, to be honest.
Greyhounds is my answer.
Well, because people didn't feel bad for greyhounds.
You never
then.
saw a greyhound growing up on a leash.
You saw it at the track.
Yeah, exactly. But now they're saving the greyhounds and people are bringing them home.
A fringed outfit. Now Peter's, animals made the WWE change from the WWF, the World Wildlife Federation or whatever.
Yeah.
But they save them, that's why.
And I think it's cruel because when you see the greyhounds walking around New York with some, I saved this dog fucking lady, They just look sad because they're built to fucking run. They just want to run.
No, they actually sleep a lot.
They'll sleep and run, right?
They'll run like up to like 72nd Street.
They'll run a
in
quarter.
like 5 seconds, and then they just
and
sleep all day. I didn't see pit bulls growing up.
No, pit bulls. You never saw.
Everybody was talking about German, like dog bites. German shepherds, Doberman, they were the worst. And then Petey was on the Little Rascals. That was a pit bull.
Yeah.
Well, I found out Spuds McKenzie. I went to see about put my dogs up while I travel or something, right? And they were like, "Well, pit bulls we don't allow here. They're ostracized."
Jesus.
And in places where there's other dogs, they don't allow them to be in those.
This doggy racism going on,
dude. And Spuds McKenzie is more vicious than pit bull.
Really?
Whatever Spuds McKenzie is
bull terrier.
It's a
bull terrier,
brutal dog, and they don't allow those dogs.
Really?
In with a,
that's a good-looking dog, though, man. Look at that thing.
What's your least favorite dog? Meaning you go.
It's the little ones.
Rottweilers scare the shit out of me. I don't know why.
Least
I don't like
favorite.
Jack Russells. I think Jack Russells
they're
are
adorable.
assholes.
No, I respect the Rottweiler, but dogs
I respect them, but they
dogs
just
I hate
me.
are like the little yip dogs, like the Chihuahua, and those fucking rat dogs. I hate those fucking things.
Those ones that they give the
personality,
lion haircut to.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Pomeranian or whatever the hell it is.
I hate Travis's dog. That little fucking thing. What is it? What breed is that? Fucking
French bulldog.
French bulldog, yeah.
A French bulldog. Ugh. And he treats it like a
How about
baby.
a pug? You gotta love a pug.
Pugs are.
Pugs are.
I like. You gotta love a pug.
Yeah,
You need a snout.
like
A dog
them
needs to have a
faces.
snout on
Yeah,
it.
a dog needs a fucking snout.
But they
You're
have
right.
health problems too. That's another thing. If I was gonna get a dog, it's just breathing.
They're always breathing.
No,
like
I always
that.
wanted to get a bulldog, and the nightmares I heard. You got to put oil in their wrinkles.
Oh,
they can't fucking breathe. There's like a $4,000 operation because the flap in the back of their mouth is too big, and I was just like,
wouldn't want to get a
lot of
dog
work.
that's not,
We got a pit bull, not us personally, but in our extended family.
bulldog. You mean? You said pit bull.
bulldog. Sorry, yeah. A lot of work, man.
German shepherds get bad hips.
Yeah.
I have a dog that gets diabetes. Fucking yeah,
like its owner.
Westie.
What is that about?
Westies get diabetes.
Really? Who knew that? Did you know that?
No, but I only got him.
How do you get diabetes? They don't eat anything fucking
The
sweet
little
ever.
motherfucker, if I have to see my dog suffer through diabetes, I'll fucking.
To be sad.
I'm telling you, dude, dogs are. He's like my son.
That's all we had growing up was Westies.
I don't even know what a Westie looks
West
like.
Highland Terrier, you're saying?
West Highland Terrier, little white one.
Yeah, we didn't.
Like that? Is that a Westie?
Yep.
No,
see?
French bulldog.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry. I don't know if I know a Westie.
They're on
There they
on the
are.
can of every food.
Yeah, I know.
That's a can of every food.
Westies is the face of
white,
dog food.
that really
man.
is.
That's a good looking dog.
Yeah, they're pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie
That's
to you.
all right, man.
But I can't find any fucking body that'll cut him like a real Westie. He has a real Westie face cut.
Yeah.
But his stomach is like we can't find anybody that fucking makes him look like a champion Westie.
Like the Westminster
The
Dog
Westie
Show
fade.
Westie.
he has the face.
Yeah.
But the rest
body
is,
ain't it.
I love my dog, man. It's
Yeah.
like it's just painful to think about it. Like it's more painful to love a dog than it is.
Do you know when I got my dog and I
Man.
started talking about it on the podcast? One of the first emails I got, somebody said, "Make sure you treat it right, man." I just had to put my dog down. I was just like, I don't want to see that day. I don't see that day.
I don't know why people torture themselves. Now, I know there's a better to have loved and lost than never to have loved, bloody blah,
You
blah.
got a great dog situation, though.
But
dude.
I don't want a dog because first of all,
Dude,
It'll
you're
make
cheating
you- it'll
yourself,
make you-
you're
it'll
cheating
make you-
yourself out of so much happiness.
It'll
This-
make you actually love.
No.
Dude, I'm
scared.
telling you, it's cheating. You're cheating yourself out of. Dude, coming home, how fucking psyched that thing is to see. You go out and get the mail and think psyched to
and
see
then
you.
I fucking walk in and I'm psyched to see maybe some shit or it chewed up my
Nah,
couch.
you train it.
I just bought
And then
a
that
fucking
stuff doesn't matter as much.
$14,000 rug and it fucking
Guess
tore
what?
it up.
Guess what? It'll never do.
Dude, what about the poor dog watching you stumbling in hammered, wondering if you're gonna fucking boot it across the room
or shoot it by accident, and not giving you a speech about it. It'll be the same. It'll be the same thing for the rest of your life. But the thing is, they
don't judge.
Look, man. I when I was 17, and I had just got a dog in the last 2 years. We just got dogs or whatever. And when I was 17, I came in. My mother was like, the dog was named Jack, but it was a girl. and then I didn't know it was a girl. But I named the dog Jack because I thought it was a boy dog. But it was on his period one day, so...
Oh, shit. Send me a picture of your fucking dog, Travis.
Oh, really? Oh, you're a dog guy too, Travis?
Oh,
But anyway, when that dog died, when my mother said that Jack got hit by a car and died, I'm like, I died. I cried like a baby with my football uniform from high school on.
Oh, shit.
I fucking cried like a bitch. I couldn't stop weeping. And it affected me my whole life. So I got into this weird thing where I would every girl I would be with, I would buy her dogs. But only so she could take care of them. And then I could just see her a couple of times a week and see the dogs, fuck her, and get the fuck on out of there.
Patrice is telling the I've been hurt before story.
Yes. Oh, shit. I can't. I've had, like, when I was a kid, cats in the family, and I know people, dog.
I respect cats. I'm not into them, though.
It's kind of a thing when they drop dead. You fucking, as a kid, you're just traumatized. You don't want to deal with death as a kid, and then a dog is your best friend and everything, and the fucking thing's got to die on you. Fuck that shit. I don't need that. I don't need that kind of shit. I'll just wait for family members to drop dead.
No, that's when you just tell the lies to your kid that, you're going to die someday, and you're going to see the dog, and you're all going to hang out. We'll be by a pool.
Yeah. And then they try to figure out the logistics of animals and humans in heaven.
Yeah, going to the ground.
How do you meet everybody? How about everyone that was dead?
You have a dog house. There's a dog somewhere suffering.
Yeah.
There's 20 dogs somewhere suffering.
Yeah.
That should be running around your fucking house.
You know what'd be funny?
Can't meow. Can't bark.
You know what'd be funny is to watch you have that Grinch moment where your heart grows a couple of sizes. That's what's going to happen to you. Anthony has a light in his eye.
Thank you. Hold on, we got to go back to this. We won't forget. But they're forcing Triple H to cook on TV.
Look how angry he is. He wish he was still here talking about bad wrestling.
He's good with the knife.
He is. You want to pass me that garlic
fucking
over
a corpse in a funeral home.
When you have chicken soup, to get that good color, the yellow color and the red color that is so synonymous with chicken soup, I love to use butternut squash or a whole tomato.
Is it legal to put a bag of weed this big in your
Right, Triple H.
That's it. You throw in a whole tomato,
Triple H was like, can I plug my movie?
I put in zucchini because I love vegetables in my soup.
All right, the kitchen sink is coming next.
Oh, God. And then the ginger.
Have some ketchup.
You know chicken soup is great
Triple H
for
is lobbing
the
things
winter
into it.
because ginger has a great medicinal quality, and a lot of chicken soups are made with ginger. And if it doesn't even have ginger, chicken soup itself is great for the winter time. And I know today's 65 degrees, and it's a lot.
Tomorrow is going to be different.
And she's not even taking a breath with a stupid soup.
Listen to her. My daughter has a cold. Well, no, I don't need the whole thing. This is a big bowl of ginger. We just need a small piece.
She sounds like a mob informant, nigga. Like, wait, bitch, let me write it down.
Yes, this is going to take some delicacy.
Like little shavings like this?
Little shavings, you're good.
Oh, look,
so it liquefies in the
I
pan.
can hire you. I need a cook. I need a sous chef. I take some kosher salt. I throw it in there.
She will not shut the fuck up.
And I say, now, the chicken soup, when you're so cold and you're not feeling well,
you know what this sounds like? This sounds like a beginning comedian bombing.
Kosher and I eat kosher.
You don't want to hear the silence. You just keep going.
Rabbi of the Maimonides, in the 12th century.
I take some zucchini, and I take some carrots, I put it in the water, and then I boil it, and then when it boils, I pour it out.
And his understanding was, when you had an asthma or cold in the 12th century, they fed you chicken soup.
There you go.
And that's what they had.
So that's the guy who started it?
It was that or put leashes on you. Either way.
The chicken soup or the leeches.
All right, so you cooked this for now, covered.
Look at Triple H. He was just like, end the segment.
That's horrible.
Wow.
What the Christ.
Sorry, Triple
But
H.
she's still talking, please. Listen to this
About
bitch.
2.5 to 3 hours.
Because you don't have the heat on.
No, this is it. So I like to eat my chicken soup with matzo balls, and my 1-year-old daughter,
She makes me fucking sick.
every single day because she loves
hate
them.
her.
They're really delicious. So
It's like talking about cokehead.
What if Triple H just snapped and just shoved her face right in that boiling pot of shit?
I would love to
And the
just put
fat
her in
is
a
at the
sleeper
top.
hole.
Her soup sucks.
I like to throw the whole
Look at
kitchen
it.
sink in
She just won't
with my
shut up.
soup.
Big matzah. And
disgusting.
by the way, no offense to Jews, matzah is the dumbest fucking Egyptian slave food. Stop eating the food.
Stop suffering.
From when you were fucking, when Yul Brynner made you eat, motherfucker. Matzah is despicable.
I'm just curious. Do I chew this part up, or do I just...
There's a big bone in it.
Dog VH?
Yeah, I do,
It's great for them. I'm serious. Save them for them. They love them.
Use the
They're
spoon.
delicious.
There he goes.
It's everything. But you see that piece of marrow? I take a saltine cracker. I spread it on that saltine cracker. Let me tell you something. It's better than chocolate.
You know how to party.
It's better than chocolate. Really
Somebody fucked her and came in her. They had a child with her.
It's called The At-Home Chef with Sarah Lasry.
The At-Home Gourmet.
Sarah Lasry.
Thanks so much,
It's
Sarah.
okay. It's great.
Jews are not really known for their cuisine.
Shut it off, dude. That's like heinous.
It just gave me a headache.
He's not going to eat it, though. Wait, can we just watch him not eat it?
Eats the leeches.
Dump it over her head.
He's not going to taste it.
Isaiah Whitlock, he's in that new movie, Cedar Rapids. Isaiah Whitlock Jr.
He
Sir,
put it
welcome.
down.
That's hilarious.
He had the spoon in his hand and the bowl in the other hand, and he was like,
He wasn't
like
that
doing the thing
shit.
what you do with the spoon when you cool soup down, and then he just looked at it and put it down on the fucking counter.
Am I off camera? Can I put this down now?
It's like I'm in training. I'm not eating your fatty fucking shit.
That lady made me sick.
Yeah, the marrow, I spread it on a real cracker. Oh, it's better than chocolate. Better than chocolate.
That's that shit, right? As you're a married guy, you know, and she has her friends over and they're yammering, and you just have to go in the other room. And then she comes in. Well, you're not being social.
Social.
You're not having a good time. It's like you're fucking making my eyes bleed.
I can't relate to anything you're saying. Anything. Spread it on a salt scene. Really?
Yeah, Jennifer and Tom is in there. Why can't you go in there?
Tom's a faggot.
Yes.
Oh my God, you nailed
He's
it.
in there just yapping with the girls, with the hens.
I had to go to a Harry Potter movie back in the day.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't good enough. I'm at this stupid Harry Potter movie with other couples.
It's never good enough.
And then online, we're just waiting to go in. She got mad at me because I'm not socializing with these couples I have nothing in common with.
What, online?
Online to get into the theater. You know how you have
supposed
to
to have
wait
a
sometimes for the movie to get out,
Right.
and you get your tickets early to make sure you got a seat. And I'm getting in trouble because I'm not socializing online. I'm like, what am I going to say to these people? I don't even want to be here.
Dude, I got. My girl gave me shit. We went to a Grammys party. I mean, the fact that I'm just going to that, I should get unbelievable credits. So we go there and it starts off right, and they got those divas who are the worst fucking singers ever, right? They sing like somebody's standing on their foot, you know?
The opening.
Horrific.
So you're trying to make jokes?
Acrobatics.
So I'm making fun of it, and then Lady Gaga came out in that egg, like the womb thing.
Dumb egg.
So I was laughing at how stupid it was, and everyone there thought it was amazing that she came out in the thing that Mork used to come out of.
That's when you realize you have no friends and you got to be a loner. Because it's like, how do you not find that funny? Why do you go with the serious angle?
No, I just realized I only relate to comedians and assholes. Or so-called assholes.
Well, why can't they see how ridiculous that is and make the jokes too? I don't understand that one, especially that one. That's so obvious.
Oh yeah, when she's basically saying that Madonna song.
Yeah, express yourself.
It's express yourself.
Everyone
knows.
knows.
It's the same fucking song.
Niceness is overwhelmingly.
Patrice, Jennifer Hudson.
What about her?
I want to have sex with her.
Who, you?
Is she delicious now?
Jennifer Hudson?
Yeah, after she lost the weight. But then Ann had to fucking ruin it for me and say the skin's probably a little
I would
loose.
think she's probably got
Good
a
luck
lot
to you, man.
of
Fat or
skin.
skinny, she's a very.
She lost about
She's a
60.
very average.
You think she's average?
Yeah. Dude, she's.
I don't know what it is.
Nobody blacks talking about fucking Jennifer Hudson, and that's the truth.
Why?
Because she's too mainstream? Why?
She's.
That was so dismissive.
She's just.
Nobody's talking about it, and that's the truth. End of
Like
story.
you mentioned
Next.
a black girl, it's just shocking you would say that. That's just.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Really?
Yeah, I like that. I like the Jennifer Hudson.
I don't like how she used to be fat, now she's skinny, and she has like I've always been in shape attitude. It's like you should have more of a personality. You should be like, well, I'm just happy. I hope I can keep it up. She's standing there now in those weight loss things. Yeah, like she's always looked good.
This is how I've always been, man.
You know how you guys
just didn't
cursed
see
me
it.
out for Janet from Three's Company one day?
Yeah.
Saying that she was one of my white girl.
I just did the same thing to you?
Yeah, but there's nobody black to go, motherfucker! So, but I will say I put somebody to take the place of her.
Okay.
This goes back to when we asked you about a white
It was
girl
Adrienne
you found
Yeah, Adrienne
hot
Barbeau.
or sexy, whatever, right?
It was Pam Smart, and I said Janet from Three's Company because she had a really juicy ass. Same qualifications as him saying everybody black that you say, Jennifer Hudson, you make them literally sick right now.
I just made some black people uncomfortable.
And they probably don't listen to the show no more right now.
That's it.
Because you fucking, that's your representation. But, I'll replace it with Jennifer Tilly.
Oh, that's a long fucking leap. Fucking,
you upgraded big time there.
Janet from Three's Company to Jennifer Tilly.
How do you guys know these names?
Jennifer
That was a
Tilly
big
in
upgrade.
her prime.
You know Jennifer Tilly.
I thought Jennifer Hudson was Goldie Hawn's daughter. That one.
Kate Hudson.
Kate Hudson. Okay.
But this girl. Well, that's what she looks like now. Jesus.
Yeah, she looks terrible now.
Look at that. I mean, I think that looks delicious now, man.
Shit.
Even with that gut thing around the pussy area, I think
the gut thing around the pussy area.
Whatever that thing is, Jennifer Tilly is fucking hot.
You do enjoy a sloppy broad.
I like pigs, man.
Yeah, look at her big ass.
I wouldn't want to date her and walk around with her.
You like that right there?
Is that Jennifer Tilly?
Yeah, bending over.
Oh, you fucking hot.
Current day Jennifer Tilly bending over, by the way.
She's hot. Them juicy, soggy tits.
There is
that dumb voice.
Something
Come on, man.
in the African DNA that just says
probably slavery.
Show me a big ass.
Well, no, Africans don't like big bitches too, though. Africans like them big, but Jennifer Tilly's hot to me, man.
Well, she used to be.
She's hot now to me.
Back in the day when she was, but I can't see
Patrice
now.
likes them when they slow down.
Like when that metabolism starts.
I like them when they
catch up to him.
I like to help their self-esteem.
Come on, Jennifer, it's over. Come on, let's
Patrice
go.
is standing at
We're
that
going
wall.
home.
Patrice is standing at the wall to pick them up when they hit it. All right,
Jennifer,
here you go. Come on, stand up.
All the guys you used to
heckling all the hot ones as they walk by. You're not always going to look like that. I'm going to be there for you.
That's why I wish I was a vampire. Just so I could be alive when the bitch falls off. Blah, look at you now, huh?
A vampire. Yeah.
I would fucking sleep by day and look at bitches turn 45 by night.
Speaking of that, anybody see that movie, Let Me In? Good fucking movie.
Yeah?
Although I said that, and then every douchebag's like, oh, actually, the original French version or whatever. It's like, oh, go fuck yourself.
All the time.
It's a good movie. I like the layers.
You mentioned a movie, a book, a TV show, anything. You're an asshole. That sucked.
Wow. Yeah, you should see the original.
She's sucking dick in a movie?
Is it a new movie?
She's sucking dick.
I don't know. It was just on demand. It was really good. Like it's a vampire movie, but there's a lot of levels to it where you're actually looking at a completely codependent relationship and somebody sucking the life out of somebody. There's a lot of levels to it. I liked it.
I might have to check it out.
There should be a lot of levels to that name. Like it's just it sounds like one of those throwaway names. Let me in.
You see any good movies lately?
But I heard it was good.
You see, well, we're seeing weird shit lately.
I'm waiting for Battlefield LA, man.
Yeah. That trailer looks like.
I'm waiting for that.
And again, it's gonna suck ass because every movie like that I see the trailer for that, I'm like, that looks pretty cool. Sucks ass.
Did you see Brett Ratner's film?
Which one's that?
The one. Were you here when you were here when he promoted that?
Yeah, just an abomination.
He had a tough time selling it to us.
Yeah, he couldn't even fucking make it sound good.
That was the one they made on the computers. It looked good.
What was it?
The trailer looked amazing.
Oh, those guys did.
What was the name of the movie?
It was fucking piece of
Rush Hour 4.
You might as well have.
Let me say. I'm waiting for someone to.
I forgot too.
Skyline.
Thank
you, Whoopty.
But the same guys did the effects for Battlefield LA.
Okay.
The effects looked good. No?
Yeah. They did.
Battlefield LA.
It wasn't. Yeah. It wasn't fucking sci-fi. It was.
I like that shit. I like District 9. The fucking.
That either was the greatest sci-fi movie I've ever seen, or the worst. Like I'm not positively sure.
The first time I watched it probably 3 times. The first time I watched it, I was like, whatever. Oh, I get it. It's fucking Soweto. It's fucking South Africa. I understand the fucking thing. I'm getting the political implications here. But then that lead character becomes so funny watching him. The prong, you've just performed your first abortion. Yes, it's so fucking funny, that guy. And then it turns completely. It's like fucking Dusk Till Dawn. It goes from this wacky comedy with this guy that doesn't know what he's doing, trying to get these aliens out of fucking this township, to fucking, he's like superhero. Fucking in the robot suit, kicking ass, fucking sacrificing and shit. That movie was good.
A good movie.
It was good.
But I'm thinking now, he asked me, did I see a good movie? What's going on with good movies? It's like, I don't know what's going on. Clash of the Titans was
now I watch so many
horrifying
documentaries. I watch a lot of fucking tech shows.
No.
Like, I can't watch movies. I can't watch a good fucking movie. Oh, God,
Jesus.
Opie.
Would you, Patrice? Would you?
Come on.
That's too big.
It's a picture I tweeted yesterday. I was talking about yoga. I said, for everyone making fun of me because I do a little yoga, check this out. And, they got caught with a bad picture of
8 asses
a
in
black
one.
chick with about 8 asses.
I'm trying to think of a
Patrice, nothing there?
No, that's some other shit.
That's some other shit going on.
Fetishy, I'll tell you another little fat pig I used to like. Remember the girl? She died, though. The girl that starred in Tom Hanks' show.
The Practice?
Holy shit, you're talking about the fucking Amy Jo Sperber?
She died?
What was her name? Wendy Jo Sperber?
I had a crush on her. I had a crush on that little fat lady. She was springy.
She was the sister in Back to the Future.
I liked her.
Yeah?
That was another weird one I had a crush on. I can't say I didn't have a crush on Janet. Who's another?
Natalie.
Picked every...
Didn't like Natalie, but I had a crush on Joe.
You like Joe?
I like Joe. She was hot. Yeah. I like Joe.
I like Joe. I like Joe. I like Joe.
She was like the one you could pal around with and fuck.
Nah, she was fucking
And I like
hot.
her more now. If I watched old, I go, what a dirty piece of garbage. I better.
Yeah, she was.
But because you get older, you certain things that gross you out when you was younger just don't. She just looked like she had a hairy, sweaty twat.
I bet that thing was a nasty, big,
killer
motorcycle
down,
chain grease in it.
Sound like Velcro. You just fucking dirty, rotten pig. You.
Look at Amy Jo Sperber.
I'm a big. I just had a crush on this Amy Jo Sperber, but not. What's her? What's the show? Bosom Buddies.
Yeah, Bosom Buddies.
I got a crush on her.
How ironic, by the way.
Oh, dude, I recently had.
Look at her. Look at this girl, man.
Look
at she's a pig, but it's in all due respect. I'll tell you who I'll pop to. I'll tell you who I'll pop right now.
Yeah.
It's very unpopular, but the pig of the year right now is Spooky and Snooky.
Oh, Snooky. You would fuck
that
Snooky.
piece of little garbage,
you
man.
know what? That's not going out on a limb because there's a lot of guys that would fuck Snooky.
Little pig,
but she's
man.
a little fire plug pig.
Yeah,
she is.
just a little pig. I like little pigs, man. I'm a big fan of little pigs.
That's not going to end well.
No,
that's not going to end well.
That's going to be a rough one, man, for her.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
You like that, huh?
She is just
no, I don't.
A disaster.
You don't like the body.
Like it. It's
like
just,
what
just
she represents.
She actually looks decent there, but
just soggy tits and some weird hips that's near her knees.
Yeah, she has the shortest legs, man.
And just
she's 4'9".
Just a little pig.
Oh yeah,
4'9".
with like D-level titties stuff.
She's like a mess.
Dachshund. Yeah, just a mess.
Horrible.
I like little messes. That's just like I guess the drink thing.
Yeah, it's just a mess.
You just like, just like enjoy a little
Patrice, the usual.
Yeah. Give me a fucking, give me a 200-pounder with
just under 5 foot.
Big ass sloppy tits.
Let me think of who else is a piece of a pig that's out there. There's not that many. They don't keep many pigs around.
He's like, if he was a car collector, he'd like those barn finds.
Oh, those old, fucking rusted buckets.
Yeah,
and not even fix them up
with the mouse nest in the glove compartment.
Fucking yellow jackets flying out of the air cleaner.
Everything's all original. All the numbers match. No work has been done on this since it came out of the factory.
Ah, shit. Yeah, check it. God,
wow,
the VIN number's the same on the engine block.
Well,
look at that piece of garbage. You gotta love it.
Being arrested.
But who's another pig?
That is a
It's gotta be another pig.
That is a tremendous blowjob, though. I will tell you that right there.
Oh, I bet she's fucking
phenomenal.
Sloppy. I bet it's all spit.
Phenomenal.
She's like, when she opens her mouth, it looks like the fucking alien before it bites your heart out.
Your dick ends up smelling like the top of a bar.
It's just spit and puke. Jesus, disgusting.
But I'm not sure that she does, because pigs don't do what they used to do no more. Like, pigs have dignity now. It's just too many.
I don't know. I think every chick is
I think you'd be all right with that one.
It's amazing the amount of dick sucking girls out there now, as opposed to back when I was growing up. It was like so hard to fucking. Really?
The hot ones are becoming very dirty now because they can't get a boyfriend.
Sucking dick.
Walking around lonely.
Blowjob is like a kiss used to be. It's like, oh, yeah, am I going to get a good night kiss? It's like, oh, suck my dick. It's fucking amazing.
You a pussy eater?
Oh, fuck yeah. I'll do that for a long time just because I'm so insecure. I want them to think like, wow, okay.
I thought you was packing Major Wood, I heard.
No, I'm just insecure about myself, you know, I'm just insecure.
Well, if you got that dog and the dog like loved you to that level, you know, maybe you feel better about yourself.
I'd feel better about myself.
Somebody be happy.
I feel better about myself buying a new gun or a new fucking car,
as opposed to the sound of your alarm being turned off when you come home.
You really are a pinko's nightmare, though. You're like,
oh, I am just a horrible.
It's some bitches saying, "Oh, guns and fucking yeah, I can see guns, bullets, dicks." Shut up, bitch. I like guns. Guns are great.
Guns.
Wish I could get one.
Well, Patrice, it's a big weekend for you, brother.
I hope so.
We're all hoping because they should watch this thing.
Oh yeah.
The big thing too is you got to let them know when they're going to show it uncensored. When they do is it called Secret Stash? The 2 in the morning when they actually.
Oh right, when they show it completely uncensored.
Well, we want everyone to watch the original.
Yeah, just watch it.
10 o'clock tomorrow night on Comedy Central. Patrice's 1-hour comedy special. This is a really.
I just want to upgrade to having to have somewhere to go when I come here.
Yeah, there you go.
When I come in about 8 and somebody goes, he has to leave. I just want to do that.
You want to be that guy?
By the way, I have a picture
somebody
now.
drags me out here.
I have a William H. Macy picture now that is just like the fucking what's his name Led Zeppelin picture that you took.
Oh, with the big head.
Big head. Look at there's one from Patrice right there. That girl, legs too short to wear boots, but she's wearing them anyways.
Jesus. Tweet that shit.
Look at the size of William H. Macy's head.
Let me see.
He has a fucking enormous cranium.
No, that isn't. That's that shit.
Yeah,
well, you stand a little in front.
I got a picture like that with Robert Plant.
That's how they made
massive melon.
Yeah, that's how they made Gandalf look bigger than the Hobbits.
No,
let me see that again.
No, Robert Plant has a huge fucking
massive fucking head.
Yeah.
Can I say that's why that's might not be perspective? His shoulder is behind yours.
I know his shoulder is behind mine.
I don't think this is not perspective. He's at back of.
It's like an Escher drawing.
He's at back of Ant.
Bill Burr, where are you going to be, brother?
I'm at the Count Basie Theater in Red Bank, New Jersey.
And I see you starting to tweet, which is good. Bill Burr on Twitter, Big Mama Prod's on Twitter. And I think that's it for now.
I just kind of hype my shows, and people are like, you don't seem to understand the concept of Twitter. It's like, I get it. Yeah, I'm supposed to dance for you all fucking day for free.
I got to take the blame. I think I started that whole thing.
What's that?
With Joe DeRosa.
What's that?
Bitching at comics for just plugging and not like putting shit. Because DeRosa, I followed him. I think I still do. And it was only plugs. Only plugs. Now, I understand the concept. You guys want people to come down and see the fucking plug.
Good way to market.
I'm not asking for a tap dance every fucking 3 minutes.
Hey, I just saw a lady with an umbrella. I don't see a cloud in the sky. Tweet. Fucking stupid.
I had a feeling you didn't like the Twitter.
It's just the dumbest thing ever.
You don't even want to be part of it, do you?
No, I like if I'm watching a game. If I'm watching a game, I might tweet a little bit about that. But
that's what bums me out. When I found out Bill Burr was on Twitter, I'm like, fuck, all right. Now someone worth following. But you don't want to.
No, he's not dancing for the man.
He's not dancing. Fuck.
No.
No, I do every night on stage. I get fucking jump around like a jackass.
There are things you just basically observe. It's maybe not a girl with an umbrella, and it's not even raining. But like I'll use as an example
the amount of tweets,
my good friend
how many are
Jim
actually
Norton.
good?
I'll use my good friend Jim Norton as an example. Jim can be on his way to the airport. He gets to the airport. He might take a picture of a girl with a weird fucking double ass crack and have a witty Jim Norton-esque comment about it, and it's funny. And then I don't mind seeing the Jim Norton will be at blah blah blah.
Jim's a great Twitterer.
Yeah, Jim is very good.
He's very good.
He knows when to do it.
Not a lot.
You don't read any of his going like, oh god, that's not funny. Or
I tweet a whole lot, then I don't tweet ever. I tweet a whole lot.
You're very sporadic. You're a burst tweeter.
Binge and purge.
Yeah, binge and purge.
When I feel like tweeting, I tweet. Like then you get into little things and you exchange, but then you just go, I'm not going to force it just to.
Yeah, I don't do it. People will always say if I tweet 3 times within an hour, watching a TV show or something, people are like, okay, Anthony's drinking. Anthony's drinking. Because if I'm sitting there with a glass of wine...
I follow you. I saw you, I think you were going off on the, you were watching the Grammys.
Yeah, the Grammys.
And it's just, his tweets are hilarious. Like, oh, come on, tweet. You don't even know what he's watching. You're just like, really? You got to go back like 18 of them to realize, like, what the fuck? It's actually kind of brilliant because you got to be like, what is annoying him now?
Yeah, you had to have kept track.
You argue a lot on your fucking.
It's all hostility. It's all I do.
You pick one motherfucker that annoys you.
Once again, if you just had a fucking dog,
I could tweet pictures of his little sweet face.
No. You'd still have it would take a little bit of the
edge off.
Yeah, you're playing the same note here. We got it. You're angry and you have guns. Come on.
Yeah, but
you have to be a little more well-rounded.
I don't know if a dog will do that. I don't know if a dog's going to do that.
A dog in Anthony's future.
A dog might fucking, fuck me up because I like, just going places. It's like, oh, look at that. We're going to Foxwoods. Oh, what am I going to do? Can someone watch the dog? Oh, I got to put it up somewhere.
That's what I was worried about. It's not that big a deal.
Why?
Because there's plenty of people to watch them.
No, there isn't.
Okay. I have a dog. What the fuck do I know? Exactly. No, there isn't. The sky's falling. Fuck you.
Fucking Bill is the best. Goddamn.
Let's start.
By the way, you fucking antisocial fucking tour there. You fucking destroyed.
Oh, thank you.
I saw I guess the first one you guys did.
Yeah, that was really fun.
And holy shit.
But I got to tell you,
funny.
Jim Brewer's bit about I'm not going to say what it's about, but his bit about him and his dad in the car.
Oh, yeah.
He slumped over. I was laughing so fuck. Dude, that guy is a beast.
Yeah.
and Norton's bit about the hoarders.
Yeah,
and of course, it tells entire fucking set. But I can't wait to do the next one. Look at you, the plug here, April 30th.
I believe.
Foxwoods,
April 30th, Foxwoods.
Yeah.
And are you still with that one show ruse until it sells out, or
No, they
I know,
they can't on this case.
I know you can only do one show.
They need people to understand it's one show because they don't have the room up there.
Yeah.
They're both solid
it's
up there.
It's a giant. It's bigger than the Atlantic City one.
Yeah,
so,
huge.
All right, let's start our
That's
weekends,
great, man.